Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church. And here I am today with you the day before Thanksgiving. Now, I hope everything's ready, or at least except for the last minute little things. I also hope that your heart and spirit are prepared for Thanksgiving too, not just the food. It's a day of actively remembering to be thankful. And you and I have a lot to be thankful for. Even if things aren't all good, there's a lot to be thankful for. And so today I'd like to read from Psalm 105, the first few verses, beginning with verse 1. Give thanks to the Lord and proclaim his greatness. Let the whole world know what he has done. Sing to him, yes, sing his praises. Tell everyone about his wonderful deeds. Exalt in his holy name. Rejoice, you shall worship the Lord, search for the Lord and for his strength, and continually seek him. Remember the wonders he has performed, his miracles, and the rulings he has given. Well, it says to give thanks to the Lord, so I hope you'll do that at least before you eat. But it also says, proclaim his greatness. How do you proclaim God's greatness? That's not a general question. That's a specific one. How do you proclaim his greatness? Do you tell others about what he's done for you? Do you live a life that demonstrates God's grace to you? Do you think about all of the wonders in your life that are attributed to God? Now, maybe you don't have a lot. Maybe you have a huge amount. But it says here to proclaim his greatness. It goes on to say, let the whole world know what he has done. Now, the whole world is pretty simple. It means everyone. Maybe we could come up with a different kind of greeting. Instead of saying, hope you're having a good day, or saying, in response to, hope you're having a good day, well, it's been pretty good. Or something like, well, it's a nice day. Maybe we could say something like, it's a great day to be alive. God is terrific. Now, maybe that's a few more syllables to take. But what if you said that? Or something like it. Make up your own phrase that works for you. But what if you said that in place of something that you otherwise say when people greet you or you greet them? Maybe that would open up doors for people to think about God that otherwise wouldn't or haven't. Maybe that would remind you each moment of what God is doing in your life. He goes on to say, sing to him, sing his praises. Well, okay, sing. It doesn't mean you got to be a little bird that never stops. But it says, rejoice and worship him and seek his strength continually. Life is hard. It's hard when you're little and all you can do is sit there and cry and poop your pants. It's hard when you're finishing school and trying to forge out a career. It's hard when you're having children of your own and trying to correct all the mistakes that you're sure your parents made. It's hard to be old and know that the things you used to do, you just can't do anymore. Even if nothing else goes wrong in your life, that's enough to make it difficult. But this says, seek the strength of God. Now, in spite of some of the aging creams I see advertised, you can't stop the aging process. But you can grow stronger in your faith and your witness and your reaction to the world by focusing on what God's doing, not what hasn't happened, not what you wish had happened, but what has happened. Sing, it says, search for him and his strength, and remember the wonders he has performed. You know, in the oral tradition of societies, they repeat the stories. Now, the reason they repeat the stories is to remind people of what happened previously. So, what happened previously is likely to happen again. So, we need to repeat the stories of what God has done to our children, our peers, our siblings, whomever, but also to ourselves. If God has worked a miracle in your life 10 years ago, then he's still in the miracle working business and he'll work it again. If God has given you wisdom you didn't know you had last year, he'll do it again. And by remembering the times when we are clear that God acted, they give us strength for today. Now, maybe you can't think of any time that God acted. Well, I suggest that you think again. There are lots of times when God is at work in your life, in my life, and we don't even notice it. Such a thing as avoiding an accident or getting sick, but not sharing it to someone else because of something they didn't come on time, or missing out on this which resulted in something better. Lots of times that God works in our lives. And this passage tells us to remember them. Remember the world wonders he has performed, the miracles of what he has done. That's what Thanksgiving is about. Remembering all those times. It's not just about turkey and dressing and whatever else you're eating. It's about remembering what God has done. So I want to encourage you this Thanksgiving. Before, after, or even in the middle of eating, think about what has God done for you. You might be surprised at how long of a list that you can make. Well, thanks for listening. I got tomorrow and Friday to talk about giving thanks, and that's my plan. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving day. I hope you have more food than you can possibly imagine eat just because God loves you. If you have a need or a concern, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Give us a call. Till tomorrow, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you again.